Hey everyone, and Happy New Year! Wow, it's been almost 2 full years since the last time I did any kind of a writing update. I've done a lot of writing over the last couple of years, not as much as I wanted to, so hopefully with the new decade it will encourage me to write even more. So I thought I would just give you some rough outlines of things I want to get accomplished this year. Hopefully, like I always say, it'll hold me accountable. I've done a lot of writing, and I've managed to finish the first draft of a couple manuscripts. Now I'm in the revision part of some. So I'm hoping with this new project that, as always, it'll keep me accountable for my writing, but more just having a goal to, get this much done so I can videotape that I've gotten this much done. First off, I want to start with my zombie plague novels. What I had originally intended to do was have one full story, complete itself, standalone sort of thing, and then 2 additional stories afterward. Unfortunately, it's morphed into possibly 6, which, does it surprise you? It's a zombie story. These things seem to be a series among themselves. As soon as you say zombie novel, zombie story, you got more than one. I finished the first book, which is about 130,000 words, and I don't know anyone who would want to read a zombie novel that long, so I've cut it in half. Well, I know a couple people who would, but I've cut it in half, and this way it lets me to explore a little bit more the whole breakdown of society, what happens when the basic infrastructures and social hierarchies and whatnot start to fall apart. This way I can focus more on the first book and the whole collapse of civilization, infrastructure, and all the safety nets that we have in society right now. The second half of the book dealt with getting to a safe place. There are a couple hints along the way of where the safe place is, but we won't really see it until further along in the whole series. Right now, I'm just setting up the foundation of everything that's happening and possibly things that might happen. For any of you who were reading the excerpts I had on my blog of The Possession of Mercy Moreau, probably noticed that I haven't posted any since before Christmas, and I've actually taken them down. I've been toying with that idea of putting it up and taking it down or leaving it up and taking it down for about a month. I'm still not even sure what I'm going to do with this story. I mean, the whole thing is complete. I don't know what to do with it. So I thought maybe if I posted it, that some idea of what to do, whether to just self-publish it or maybe try something else would make it a little more clear, but no. So I'm just going to take it down and leave it alone for a while, see maybe it will sort itself out. One standalone novel that I did finish is Down Finnegan's Hollow. This was my ghost story that I have written and then revised and then took out characters and then took out a whole big subplot, which meant that I had to do a deeper revision in order to make sure that everything connected to the subplot was gone, and that's taking me a little longer than I thought it would. But I think the bare bones of it's a good story. And I want to explore it a little bit more, but I think right now I can't give it the time it needs, but doesn't mean somewhere down the line that won't happen. Alrighty, my steampunk novel, which at this point is more punk than steam. I don't know. I'm still working on the first draft, and I'm thinking there's not enough gizmos and whatnot into it. And I know it started off steampunk, but it could end up being something else. Again, I'm not sure. We'll just have to see what happens when it's done. The thing I'm most excited about this story is, and this is really bad to say, but the thing I'm most excited about are the names that I've given the books. There's 5 in all, and I've already named them. Haven't written them. A couple of them I don't even have outlines for, but hey, they have titles. Something else I'm really excited about is my science fiction story. Now, I've started working on the first one. It started off as sort of, I was going to say a prologue. I figured it would just be a few chapters. I know, long for a prologue. But it does intertwine with what happens later on in the story, so I figured, well, I'll write a few pages, get that down. And a few pages turned into a few chapters, and now it's actually turned into its own thing. I have 3 other books connected to it. Again, when am I going to get the time? Hopefully I will. And then I also came across a second set of science fiction stories. And I thought, okay, great. I've got 2 science fiction series. What can I do with them? Until I realized I could kind of meld one into the other. I know it's weird explaining it, but they will connect. And I thought that was really exciting. That's it for now. Hopefully I will be seeing you in 1 month's time, the end of February, when I will have an update on everything that I had hoped to accomplish for February. So until then, have a good day.